What's up, everyone? It is me, Dr. Sean K. That's right. I've got some cool stuff I want to unbox for you today. I hadn't done this yet. I wanted to do it before I went to the Puerto Rico Fun Fly, which was amazing, by the way, but wasn't able to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Just bought the combo from Heli Direct, and I just wanted to unbox it, tell you what's in it, tell you what to expect, because a lot of guys have no idea about Radiomaster, Nexus, any of the stuff, and I just want you to know what you're getting into, which is a good situation to get into. So here we go. This is what you're gonna get: the Radiomaster TX16. Of course, this is the red version. This is not the black version, although you can do it yourself. There's a lot of things you have to do to prepare this radio. But if you just don't have the time, or you feel like you're not computer savvy, or you just might not just want to do it, you might just want to get in the air quick, this is the way to go. And this is the System X combo. This has been pre-bound, and it's going to come with everything that you need to get in the air. I was talking to a friend of mine, Mike Weatherly, last night. We were going over setting up his bird. He just bought the System X combo, and he said, "Hey man, what are all these wires and stuff in here?" I'm like, "You're not gonna need them." He was like, "Well, I'm coming into it new and fresh. I don't know if I need this or not." So you have to go and explain to people what is actually needed, what is not. So that's what we're gonna do. So you get some cool stickers. Now, if you're a sticker guy, this is awesome. I'm not really a sticker guy, but you get different types of stickers, which is cool. Of course, you get your quick start guide here, which it doesn't apply at this moment, but yeah, let's just say there's some information here for you to look over. However, don't read this and then start redoing everything in here. You will put yourself back in a pickle. All right, here it is. Look at that bad boy. Woo, smooth. AG01s. I kind of like the red. I didn't think I was going to like the red, but I kind of like the red. All right, so you get your transmitter. Of course, the battery is installed in the back, but you have to not only open the case, you have to plug the actual battery in, okay? Now, we're gonna plug this in here. Now, if you look closely, the little divots here, those go towards the top of the radio. Now, you have to do this. Now, before in the combo, before there was a combo, people would order the radio, and the radio doesn't come with a battery. You're like, what? I'm like, yeah. So you have to wait, order the battery, then have it show up, and then get going with it. Now, this is for charging, but it charges through the radio, so you don't have to take it out every time, and it charges through the bottom there. There's two USB-C ports. There's one here that you use to charge your battery, and there's also one here up top, but you don't really need that for now because we've done all the hard work for you. But if you plug in here, you can plug in there, and the radio becomes like a storage device where you can kind of put stuff on and get this stuff all configured. So we're gonna turn it on. Hold it down. You're gonna get the cool System X logo.
System X. System X. System X.
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning.
Boom. Look at that. Already set to go. Now, we're going to put this over to the side, just so you know that is working. Your radio is going to come with the neck strap. Very nice neck strap. And I might add, I really love this clasp here. It's easy to get on, easy to get off, and you have 2 points on your transmitter as far as balancing here and here to put your clasp on. All right, we're going to leave that there. Oh, and we're going to leave this here. There's your neck strap. Here's a battery case. If you don't want to run that battery pack, you can buy the independent cells to put in here to plug into the same place as the other battery pack, but you don't need that. So I'm going to put everything you actually don't need over here, okay? This is a don't need pile. Now, you might want to use it later. It's up to you, but in the combo, you have a battery. Also, there's a screen protector on here if you want to use that or take that off. It's up to you. It's also going to come with a very cool keychain. I'm not a big keychain person. I only want like minimal stuff on my keychains. Actually, really, yeah, just keys for me, you know, but you might be into this. Okay. It's going to come with a USB cable, USB-C, and I think it's USB-B. Yeah, I want it. So when you are programming or setting up your Nexus, this end goes in the flybar, this goes into your computer. But if you don't have the USB, you can find a dongle or an adapter to go to USB-C like this side here. Or you can find another cable that's USB-C on both ends. All right, here is the bad boy here. Here's your Nexus. This comes pre-bound. So when we power this up, it's automatically going to be linked to this transmitter. So you don't have to go through all that. Not that this is really a hard thing to do. We want you to have the best experience possible with this, to get this in the air quick. Later, I'm going to be doing a video after this telling you how to set up your heli on the System X combo. I'm going to walk you through each tab and say, hey, this is where you need to go to change this. This is what you do here, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. And then I'm going to go all the way down the list so I can have you in the air in 5-10 minutes. But we're not doing that right now. I'm just showing you what's in this bag or what's in the box in the combo and the things you're actually going to use. So we're going to put the Nexus there because we're actually going to use that. This is the do not use pile or not needed pile. This is the needed pile. All right. The stick ends here. So if you want to go with the gnarly stick ends, you can replace those with the stock ones. I like these, but I'm a thumber, so I'm always, on top of the sticks moving around. These are not bad, but I like those too. But if you're a thumber, you might want to switch those out. These plates go around somewhere around here. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out. But they come with the radio. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But I'm just talking about the things that you need right now. Okay, so we're going to put that in the not really need preference pile. You don't need these, but you can use them. Here are the sides of the radio where if you feel like you want more area here, you can pop these out and put these back on to flatten it out so it's not so bulky back here. Some people like that. Some people don't. It's a preference thing. But the radio will work just as fine with or without these, or not without them, but whichever ones that you choose to use that feels better in your hands. So we're going to put this over here. You don't need them, but you can use them. All right. So here's some different springs here. So if you want to switch out some springs or one breaks or something like that, which never happens, but I think there's different strengths to these springs in here. There's some extra set screws, Allen wrench, stuff like that. You don't need it to fly, but we'll put it over here just in case you might. That's the just in case you might want to later pile. All right. Now, Mike Weatherly. Oh, here's a screen protector in here. There's one on there, and I think there's another one here. So you don't need it, but it's there. We'll put that in that pile right there. Okay, so this is it passed inspection thing. All right. Now, when you get to this bag can be very confusing because there's a lot of cables in here. Now, this is your receiver. You're definitely going to need that. And now, out of all these cables, you really only need one. So when you open this up, you will look for this cable. Let's see, where are you, cable? Not you. This one. All right. Now, these are extras in case you're doing Radiomaster start out in the drone stuff, so they have all these different cables in case you want to do different telemetry cables and stuff like that. Frayed ends here so you can solder that if you need it. But we don't need that right now. We're just talking about what is needed for you to get in the air as quick as possible. All right. This is the cable that you will put here. So is it? Yeah. Boom. There. And then here. That's it. So this is all you need. Now, if I was to throw a 2S in here, you would hear this go. It would say something. Actually, let me go find one real quick. All right. So we're going to put some power to this, and it should see it. those numbers there, and it just did the vibrating thing. It says, hey, we're together, we're a family, we're happy, we love each other, and we're ready to put on our heli and get going. This is what's in the box. Let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, more cables. Okay. Here's another QC thing. It passed the test. All right, and there's a little, hashtag, not hashtag, but, scan the thing and go to all their social media. So we already have one cable over here. We're gonna put that over here because we need that. Here's more cables that you're not gonna need. But what you are gonna need in this bag are these cool little double-sided tapey things. They're the exact same size as your Nexus. It's always good to have a few extras. So for me, when I'm setting up, I don't use these unless I'm ready to put the flybar on the model. They just work really well, and the longer they stay on, the longer it's harder to get off later. So I make sure when I put it on, clean both surfaces, clean the bottom of this thing, and get it on there nice and straight. But here is more stuff. Now, this is a right angle. So on the Spectre V2, the flybar is kind of hidden in between the frames where the ESC is and the plate where you mount the flybar. There's limited space. So what they have included is a right angle here that you put right in here, right? It stays connected, and then you can route this somewhere else on the model. So if you need to access this, it's not a problem to where you're like taking it off, pulling it out, yanking wires out, stuff like that. Oh, and you also get these little heat shrink things here. So if you want to keep this protected, you can slide that in there, put a little heat shrink on there, and keep it from the elements getting on it and stuff like that. So it's usable. I use it on my World Champion. I don't use it on my other models because the space isn't as limited. So, and here are more cables that you will not use. All right. So now listen, you might figure out something with your telemetry or your personal setup where these might be useful. But so far with 12 helicopters, I have not used anything from this particular bag. Everything that I have had going from the ESC as far as telemetry. Also here, just want to point this out. You want your telemetry cord to go in the DSM port here on the top. All right, that's where your telemetry goes. But that's a little bit down the road. I just want to show you what's in the box. So this is kind of the pile of stuff that you probably will not use at all. And this is stuff that you will use. Also, you get another USB cable here. And this is the exact same one as that. Same one. So yeah, that's what comes in the box. And let's just talk about what we need. You definitely need a neck strap. Some people don't fly with one. I do. That's just like my personal thing. But, to each his own. You're going to need the Nexus flybar that is pre-bound and set up, ready to go for actual setup on your model. Already bound. All this is all friendly and loving each other in one big happy family. You're going to need these to put on the bottom to mount your flybar unit. Of course, your cables here, you can choose which one you like best. And also to your, I don't even know it's an adapter, but it's kind of like a right angle, if you know what I mean. So I don't know what to call it, but that's what you use it for. And here is your heat shrink that can go over both ends. So that's what comes in the package. That's how you install your battery. Look at that.
Profile 2, Profile 3, Profile 2, Profile 1, rotor flight armed. Motor on, motor off, Profile 1.
I love it. So let me just go over the switches really quick. If you are recording your flights, meaning recording them to the black box and recording your flight, you can record your flight and diagnose things with it. That's later on in videos, but for right now, we're just talking about the radio and what comes with it. This is your arm switch here.
Disarm.
It's disarmed now, so doesn't matter if you go like this.
Motor on, Profile 1.
Nothing's gonna happen. No throttle is being sent to this flybar. So
Rotor flight armed.
it's armed. Here's your motor switch.
Motor off,
That's motor off.
motor on,
Motor.
rotation.
Right. So if you're autoing, your second position down, and then
Profile 1,
now your motor on.
motor off, Profile 1, Profile 2.
And here's your idle up 3. 2, and 1 here.
Profile 2, Profile 1, Profile 2, Profile 3,
All right.
Profile 2, Profile 1.
So that's what it is. That's what comes in the box.
Motor off, disarm.
And believe it or not, with your combo coming with pretty much the whole thing set up, saves you a lot of time. Now, some people have done it and they've gotten quicker at it. Forgot to mention the Archie angle. All right, now this comes with your combo as well. Shouts out to Archie. He kind of came up with this cool idea. Now, this will be needed when you are calibrating your tail, setting up your tail. Now, there's 2 things that Rotorflight needs to find on your tail. It needs to find center, and it needs to find where 30 degrees is. Now, with the Archie tool, when you fold your tail blades back and you start to calibrate it, this gives you the exact 30-degree mark where your tail blades will match on each side. I'll explain that in the video, in the setup video coming, but this also comes with the combo. Forgot to mention that, but it's a very handy tool, and it gets you straight to where you need to go within seconds. There's no guesswork with this. You put this on here, the blades are folded on each side, boom, you're good. You set your limits on the left and right, boom, you're good. All right? So that's what comes in the combo. If you have any questions, please come to our Discord. If you catch me out of Fun Fly or something like that, if you have some minor setup questions, you can hit me up. Now, I am not as well-versed in this as Archie or Herman, but I can help you with the System X setup. Shouts out to Mike Weatherly, who reached out last night. We got him flying today, and he loves his system. And it took him, a few minutes. Not a few minutes, but a little bit more than a few minutes, but definitely not like 2 weeks and months that some people had to go through to get this system flying. So he's happy with it. The price point on it is perfect. So if you know anyone who wants to get this, or you're kind of on the fence and not really sure, listen, man, you get the radio that feels amazing. You get the AGO ones, you get the fly bar, you get everything you need ready to go for cheap. So again, thank you for sharing this time with me, and thank you for digging in the box with me. Now, remember, if you want to save all this stuff in your pile here, you can save it. You can add this stuff on, you can replace all that. It's all good. No one's saying it's not useful. Just for right now, if you're going to be flying a heli, these are the basic things that come in this combo that you will need immediately. All right? Love you guys and girls. Dr. Sean K. out.